In a consumerist society, every holiday is a reason for a sale. But one family has decided to spend time with a loved one instead at the Riverside National Cemetery. Even though U.S. Navy veteran Anthony Hodnick has been gone for nearly 30 years, his memories still bring back tears for 90-year-old widow Ruth Hodnick.
It's kind of hard.
Sometimes sharing it with a loved one can make it a little bit easier.
One of my favorite stories is when my dad was away and she didn't know that he had been discharged and was coming home. And she lived with her sister, and the doorbell rang, and her sister said for her to get the money to pay the paper boy, because it was his usual time when he came. And when she went to the door, it was my dad, who had gotten a lot taller and had a lot of muscles and completely surprised her. And he told her, "Get your hat on and your gloves. We're going to my mom's house for dinner." Right? You remember that?
World War II veteran Anthony Hodnick spent his life fighting, not only in war, but also after he came home.
He was a union organizer when he got out of the Army, and he went from that to be a federal mediator, if you know what that is. They go in and settle strikes for the government, but very politically outspoken, politically activist.
Anthony Hodnick was a Marine, but also a husband, a father, a grandfather, and an activist for a better society. His loss is not lost on a family who remembers to remember him year after year.
We talk about, how proud we are of him and the time he served. I have his uniforms. He was Marine and Navy, and we miss him.
What is a thought but a spark in the mind? What is a memory but a spark in the mind that burns forever, as long as we keep it lit with reflection and remembrance? This is Lele in Riverside for the Orange County Register.